What's up, YouTube? I have a package here from Dynamics. I'm about to open it up and let's get to an install. So let's begin with the install of the HP5 LED bulb for the trunk lights. There's a tab right here, so you basically push that tab in, pull this down, and your light comes out like that. And basically you're just going to twist this 45 degrees so that the bulb will slide out of its housing. It's fairly simple and should only take you about 5 minutes. So moving on to the trunk light, basically there's a little gap right here. You put a flathead in there. I wrapped it with electrical tape just so it would kind of protect the paint and or the housing. So you basically put that in there and kind of twist it, and then it'll start to pop out, and then you can just pull it down. And then since this light is always on when the trunk's open and pretty hot, basically just unplug it and you should be good. There's a little tab here. You just kind of pinch it and then unplug it, and that should be that. And there we go. We have the light. Let it cool down just so you protect your hands and whatnot, and then I will show you how to replace it with the Dynamics version of this light. Using my flathead, I gently took out the stock bulb. Then I put the new bulb in and made sure it was seated properly by using the flathead once again. To reinstall this item, you basically put it back the same way you took it out. So moving on to the inside of the car, we're going to basically be replacing this map light. And to do that, you're basically going to stick a flathead either on the side or the back and just kind of gently pry it open. Once again, I have taped off the tip of the flathead with some electrical tape just so it kind of protects and doesn't scratch this plastic. Next, I'll be installing the daytime running light harness. Basically, it allows your daytime running lights to be used as fog lights, and it'll allow them to remain on all the time. And I picked this up on Amazon. I'll link it in the description. To install the harness and replace the existing stock lights, you'll have to remove 3 T20 Torx screws holding the fender liner to the bumper on each side. So this is what the harness looks like that I picked up off of Amazon. In order to install it, you're going to locate the forward lamp harness and disconnect it, which is on the passenger side. Basically plug in the new harness and plug it in back the way it was originally found. Next, I will be installing LED bulbs to replace the stock DRLs. Basically, you're going to remove the stock bulb and put this new LED bulb in its place.
There
there you have it. There's the completed install of the DRL on harness, and basically turning your DRLs, if you have an RS Camaro, into fog lights. So here's an example with the halos. I replaced the lights bulbs with diode dynamic lights too. I have them to match all the way around. I'd say it turned out really nice, and I couldn't be happier. We'll follow up this video at night so you can see how bright they are and what they actually look like. So until then, have a good rest of your day. So it's currently 12:35. I'm driving right now, and I just wanted to show you guys some of the diode dynamics, just how bright the fog lights are. So currently this is with headlights on, with fog lights on, and then now I'm just going to switch to the fog lights. And as you can see, it's kind of dark, but they're bright enough where you can actually see. It's hard to tell in the video. I don't recommend you guys driving around with fog lights on, but it's definitely a great light output for what it is, because originally I have the V8 SS with the RS package, so I don't have fog lights per se, and they're meant to be DRLs, but with this new harness that I got, it makes them so the fogs are actually usable. And then I replaced the stock OEM yellow bulbs with the brighter diode dynamic fog lights. So hope that helps and gives you an idea of how bright they actually are. I'm gonna do a walk around here. I'm gonna try to find a really dark place so I can actually show you guys how bright these lights are. So I don't know how well you guys can see me, or if you can even see me at all, but I'm about to turn on the map light, and I have no doubt that you'll be able to see me. It's so bright. How about that? That is bright. You can see everything in this car. Like, look at that. It is so bright in here. Fully illuminated. Let me get out of the car and I'll show you the rest of the lights. I'll show you the trunk lights, the license plate lights, and then the fog lights. So this is the basically inside with the map light only. And that is just ridiculous. Moving to the front of the car with the fog lights and the halos. And those are just beautiful looking. I just love how it matches the color, like spot on. There's just like no comparison when you try to compare these to stock lights. Like, they're just so bright and the color is just perfect. It's nice. Let's move on to the rear. License plate lights, they look good too. You do get some light from the ground. You can tell, like, just perfect cutoff. Super bright. There should be no excuses for anyone saying they can't see my license plate, because, oh, so bright. And then we'll pop the trunk and see how bright the light is in here. Boom. You can see all the junk in my trunk. This light is really bright too. So yeah, if you guys are ever in the market to upgrade your lighting, definitely check out Diode Dynamics. Great quality, and the light output is just ridiculous. I couldn't be happier. The install went about 30 minutes for the map light, trunk light, license plate lights, fog lights, and then I also installed the DRL to fog light harness, so they're on even with the headlights on. And that took me total time about 30 minutes. But if you were just gonna do the lights itself for the fog lights or DRLs, the map light, trunk light, and license plate lights, I would say you could probably get it in 15-20 minutes. So thanks for watching again. Please like, comment, subscribe, and have a good rest of your day. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. Peace.